the witching hour. That silent, heavy part of the night when the world is asleep, and the veil between our world and the next is said to be at its thinnest. It's a time when the ordinary becomes extraordinary, and shadows, well, shadows begin to dance. Tonight, we're not just telling stories, we're peering into the darkness, exploring chilling footage captured when most people are safe in their beds. We're journeying into the heart of paranormal hotspots, where strange, unexplained phenomena are not just a possibility, but a regular occurrence. What happens when the sun goes down and the cameras keep rolling? You're about to find out. Lock your doors, turn down the lights, and prepare yourself. The night is dark and full of terrors. Have you ever felt it? That prickling sensation on the back of your neck, the feeling that you're not alone, even in an empty room. Now, imagine capturing that feeling on camera. We've gathered some of the most unsettling clips from around the world, all filmed in the dead of night. Our first piece of footage comes from an abandoned hospital in rural England, a place with a long and dark history. The team set up static cameras in the old surgical ward. For hours, nothing happened. Just the wind whistling through broken windows. BS. But then, just after 3 a.m., something shifted. Look closely at the far end of the corridor. It starts as just a patch of darkness, deeper than the surrounding gloom. But then, it moves. It's not a trick of the light, not a cloud passing over the moon. This shadow detaches itself from the wall, elongating and twisting in a way that defies all logic and physics, seems to glide along the floor, a formless entity moving with unnatural purpose. It's utterly silent, which somehow makes it even more terrifying. What could cast a shadow with no source? Next, we journey to a family home in America. The homeowners had been complaining of strange occurrences for months, objects moving on their own, disembodied whispers, and a constant feeling of being watched. They set up a security camera in their living room, hoping to find a rational explanation. What they found was anything but. Watch the corner of the room, near the fireplace. You'll see the shadow of the armchair, crisp and clear. But pay attention to the wall behind it. Another shadow appears. A tall, slender silhouette of a person. There's no one in the room to cast it. It stands there, motionless for nearly a minute, a silent observer in the family's home. Then, with a speed that is startling, it darts across the wall and vanishes. The family who filmed this were watching the live feed from their bedroom. You can only imagine the fear they felt, knowing that this thing was just one floor below them. This isn't just a shadow, it's an intrusion. Now, some paranormal investigators believe that certain locations act as magnets for supernatural energy. Our next clip comes from one such place, a centuries-old cemetery in Eastern Europe, notorious for its ghostly apparitions. A team of seasoned ghost hunters was conducting an overnight investigation. They were equipped with full-spectrum cameras, designed to capture light invisible to the human eye. What they captured that night is bone-chilling. As the narrator of their team walks through a path, his own shadow is cast behind him by their lights. But it's not alone. Another shadow, smaller and more contorted, seems to crawl out from behind a gravestone and merge with clings to his shadow, mimicking his movements for a few steps before detaching and scurrying back into the darkness. The investigator felt a sudden, intense cold and a wave of profound sadness. But he had no idea what was happening right behind him until they reviewed the footage. It's as if something unseen, something ancient and lonely, reached out from the other side. For our final piece, we have something a little different. It's not just a shadow, it's the reaction it causes. This clip was sent to us by a user who was home alone, filming a late-night vlog in his study. He was talking to the camera, completely unaware of what was unfolding behind him. If you look at the doorway over his left shoulder, you can see a shadow figure slowly peeking around the frame. It's a classic, terrifying image, the dark shape of a head and shoulders, emerging from the hallway. It stays for a few seconds, then retreats. A moment later, the vlogger's dog, which was sleeping at his feet, suddenly leaps up and starts barking frantically at the empty doorway. The dog's reaction is raw, instinctual fear. It saw what its owner didn't. The vlogger, startled and confused, tries to calm his pet, completely oblivious to the ghostly visitor he just had. It's a terrifying reminder that our senses are limited, and that our animal companions might just be more attuned to the world of shadows than we are. From silent, moving darkness to the terrified reactions of those who witness them. These ghostly shadows challenge our understanding of reality. Are they spirits of the departed, interdimensional beings, or simply tricks of light and mind? We may never know for sure, but as the footage shows, something is out there in the dark. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the night. If you've enjoyed this unsettling exploration, please hit that like button and subscribe for more dives into the unknown. Stay safe and always check your shadows.